for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We have already started here. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, I have to say, Peter, that Lucas Hernandez has a wonderful approach to the game of giving everything for every outing, and I suppose his talents is a real show of that. A natural centre-back with his covering and pace to play left-back, left wing-back as well, and centre-back.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Byrne gets across to intercept that.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Looks to the other side. Danilo. And here's Rodrigo. Threads one in. And he's in. Oh, can he finish? He's got to be quick to recover this. And he's there to get it away. Sarr did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Charlton are looking to break at pace. Lovely pass, but can he get... And the shot! Marco Verratti. Couple of decent early chances. It bodes well for an exciting game. That was nowhere near his best. Aubameyang. Now it's Joao Felix. Tries to pass it through. Tries a shot! He's delivered all right! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Havertz. Now this could be a chance. Played into space. Great ball if he can get there. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Marco Verratti. Now it's Griezmann. Can he get it through? He's not got that quite right. Looking to play him in. And he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Botafogo clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Tries to play it through. He's only too happy to take it. Havertz! And that has fair finished.
Nothing wrong with the idea. Inches away.
Sarr. For Phillips. Spread out to the left. And he's intervened well there. Marco Verratti. Havertz. Nicely weighted ball. Great ball, and he's in here. Oh, goes for a shot! In he goes again! Oh, taken with style! They have pulled themselves right back into it!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
That is simply terrific, finished with beautiful deftness.
It just came down to a battle of wills between him and the keeper, and he won it with a cracking piece of trickery.
That has... And Aubameyang! Goal! And again they hit The front. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Charlton go into the lead. Sarr. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Joao Felix, and it's made its way to him. He's on it, can he get away? He's had it taken off him. Ødegaard. Now it's Rodrigo. And the first half is done. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
That gets things going for the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
It's a good spell of possession, this. Sarr. And it's Ødegaard. Ødegaard. And it's Verratti. And here's Rodrigo. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Now it's Joao Felix. That is good alertness. Ødegaard. Passing is crisp and sharp. And the counter is on. Oh, that's well spotted. Marco Verratti. And here's Havertz. Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. Griezmann. And he opts to go forward. Charlton appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Now it's Rodrigo. Now it's Aubameyang. Oh, that looks a crack. Real chance! And it's in! Marco Verratti. Now it's Aubameyang. So what can they make of this? Now it's Laimer. And it's Griezmann. Rodrigo. It's a pretty loose pass.
Botafogo really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Griezmann. And he's quick to snatch it back. Oh, good-looking ball. Griezmann. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Rodrigo. Here's Zakaria. And it's Verratti. And it's Verratti. Ryerson. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. The most accurate pass.
And we're not going to make any further progress now.
Camisa 34. Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 9. Camisa 81. Camisa
Just a quarter of an hour to play.
Camisa 19. Camisa 33. Substituição em andamento.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Zaire Emery. Phillips. Zaire Emery. Played out to the right. Zaire Emery. Can he finish? Oh, it's come off the upright. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Botafogo really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Driving through the middle.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
And here's Raspadori. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Raspadori. Looking for options for movement. And it's Zakaria. Zaire Emery. Great vision. It's come to nothing.
Minuto de acréscimo.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Botafogo perhaps feeling a little aggrieved with this final score. They clearly feel that their efforts warranted something more. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, the game plan for me just looked a little confused, and the crowd seemed to pick up on this early on, and it just created a kind of negative vibe around the whole stadium. And I think this performance was one best deleted from the memory bank now.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.